Well, I think we're at a critical point. I think that some of the problems with the media are what I'm mostly interested in. I believe it's key to democracy working is having people be able to get accurate information and all of the information to be able to make informed decisions. Though there are other parts, the media plays an important role, and we've been consolidating to have only a few voices and not as much access to the real facts in what happens, and that's causing people to be uninformed and to be overwhelmed and to be fearful, and we need to address that and embrace more modes of media and encourage alternative media.
Okay, well, I understand what you want to know is kind of my take on the state of America. Of course, our present circumstances with respect to our foreign policy and our imperialism is such as to embarrass and to shame all of us as Americans everywhere. I'm actually kind of optimistic in the sense that I think people are starting to get it. Although there's been an effort to dampen DNA research and stem cell research, I think we've been able to grow a bit of a spine, finally, at least the nascent beginnings of a spine in this country, and begin to stand up for principle and what I've always thought was the American way of doing things, which is based upon fairness and justice and a willingness to live with diversity throughout the world as well in this country. And we haven't been willing to do that during the Bush administration. And I think it's a tremendous national tragedy. But I think the storm clouds are starting to move aside, and maybe it'll take until 2008 to really get the sun where it needs to be through those clouds. But I'm optimistic that we're finally moving there. I'm saddened, however, at the number of lives that it has taken essentially to satisfy the neocons' imperialism and the egotism of our present president. So those are things that are irreversible. And for that, we all as a country, and certainly this administration, owes a tremendous apology to the families that will never be the same again, both in this country as well as in Iraq. But the time to continue moving forward is now, and if it takes it, we need to talk about organizing in a very visible way and perhaps take to the streets and let it be known that mainstream America is no longer going to support the ambitions and the efforts of this Bush administration with respect to Middle East policy or practically policy anywhere else in the world. So that's kind of my take on where America is at present, at least as far as foreign policy is concerned.
I'm very, very concerned about the state of our country right now. I think the Republicans have so well organized that there is not a democracy anymore. I think the only way to keep America safe for democracy is to impeach George Bush and Dick Cheney. We've lost the idea that we have to care for our poor, for our children. We've lost the idea of this as a democracy. We've lost a lot of our will, I believe, and a lot of our morality. There's a lot of corporate greed, and the government has been set up to support that. And the people who are not in power have given up. And I think it's time that we not give up and that we organize and resist and try to change what's happening.